What's up? This is Jason Nelson, comedian Jason Nelson of ChocoJap.com. That's CHOCOJAP.com. Like chocolate, Japanese, ChocoJap. Now, my mom from Korea, my dad, he just a nigga from the north side of St. Louis. Nah, but what's up? Hey, today I'm here to talk to y'all about Future having a problem with Russell Wilson hugging his son on camera. One thing I don't want to do is pass judgment upon Future. We do not know what his level of relationship is with his son, with Ciara. We do know that at one point, Future and Ciara declared their love for each other. And it wasn't even that long ago in many people's lives. From my understanding, they may have broken up during the pregnancy or shortly after she had the baby. Now, Future's son is a year old, so they've been broken up for about 9-10 months, give or take. Now, if they really loved each other and truly cared for each other, it probably is not the easiest thing for either one of them to do. Ciara is probably a little hurt, a little disoriented. She had a baby with a man that she cared for and believed will love her, just like Future probably believed she loved him. Those things happen. I don't know why they broken up. I don't know why they didn't get back together. But the reality is, somewhere along the line, they've both chosen to move on with their lives. Unfortunately, they both are considered public figures. Well, all three, Ciara, Russell Wilson, and Future, are considered public figures. So now we had to add in the fact that now they're dating other people, or they doing other things. So what's been going on has been many men from T.I., Lil Duval, and other men via social media are saying that Ciara is wrong for having another man around her child. If it was just random people, I would say that's not the best thing. It's hard for me to say the word wrong because it seems like it's judgment. But I would say it's probably not the best thing to have just like a multitude of men around your child. From the way it looks like Russell Wilson and Ciara are dating because like he does things like acknowledge her publicly. He takes her out to events that's just solely based around him, like NFL affiliated events, charitable events, and things of that nature. So it's like he's claiming her. So because he's claiming her, she must in return claim him. Now, part of him accepting her for who she is accepting her child. And also not only accepting her child, but accepting the fact that this child has another father. That means he is willing to deal with whatever comes along with that territory. Now, I wouldn't say that it's wise for Future to throw shots at Ciara or other people in the hip-hop community and, like they judging her. Saying, oh, she wrong, she this. When at the end of the day, we don't know what makes up their life. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors. Whether Russell Wilson and Ciara legitimately love or care about each other, it's not really our business. As long as the child is not being hurt. Now, I guess future concern could be that Ciara and Russell Wilson may not be serious. And now his son has got attached to this other man, and he won't always be there. So if that's his concern, then I can understand. That's the unfortunate part about many of us who've been in broken families or been a part of creating our own broken families. It's pros and cons of everything. So, I will say, like with Future's son hugging Russell Wilson, it's either because Ciara said, hey, go hug him. Go hug him. Or maybe Russell Wilson makes Future and Ciara's son feel safe and comfortable. I'm not saying it's perfectly safe and comfortable, but maybe he feels comfortable enough that when he sees this man, he wants to run into his arms. It can happen. I'm a stepfather and I have a child with a stepfather. So I'll be on both sides of it. So I kind of understand. I done seen my daughter that I had with someone else hug another man and say she love him. But I grew up with a stepfather, so I guess I'm a little bit more receptive to it. Also, my stepdaughter tends to hug me, say she loves me. It doesn't make her own father less significant or less important or like he's not there for her or she doesn't love him. It's just that I'm around her more, based because she lives with her mom, and her mom and I live together. Just like my daughter's around her stepfather because she lives with her mom, and her husband live together. It's just how it is, you know. I think also the son just might feel safe because the way that Russell Wilson appears to be able to treat his mom. I mean, usually when people see you treat their mom good, they feel like you love them as well. So I could be wrong, you know. It's no judgment from my end. I know that sometimes as men we have these egotistical, masculine-driven responses, you know. But the reality is, like, women have a right to live their life as well as we have a right to live our life. And the only way we're going to find a way to make it work is by communicating. You know, you say how you feel, I say how I feel. You say how you think, I say how I think. Now, it doesn't imply that we're going to agree. But the main important thing is that child safe? I think Future and Russell probably need to have a sit down, a face-to-face talk. Just one-on-one as men. You know, it's not no Sierra Baston session. It's just like, hey, my name is, you know, whatever Future real name is. I'm Russell Wilson. How you doing, bro? You know, that's my son. I most definitely understand that's your son. I love my son. I understand. I want my son to feel safe and protected. I understand you and his mom are involved in a relationship. And I just want to make sure he is never hurt because of your actions. You know, if so, then you're not going to have a problem. But that's a private conversation, not a public conversation. And then Russell Wilson can respond with, like, you know, I respect that. Now, that doesn't mean Future can dictate what goes on in another man's house, but that's a whole nother topic. But Jason Nelson of ChacoJap.com, give me your opinion, share the video, let me know what you think about the future of Russell Wilson and Sierra situation, as well as, you know, what advice would you offer them? You know, we don't got to comment about, like, oh, men think this or women think that. Like, no, let's use our brains. Just think a little bit, see what we can come up with.